What is up, guys? Welcome back to another debate episode on EI Entertainment Studios. Today's debate video is going to be based on Shin Godzilla versus Earth Destroyer. Now, it's been a while I haven't done any Shin Godzilla debate videos. Preferably, it's been more of Earth Godzilla, but why not go back to the roots? So, Shin Godzilla versus Earth Destroyer. We're going to talk all about it. We're going to discuss the characteristics of the monsters, go over scenarios of them fighting. It's going to be lots and lots of fun. So if you guys don't know how this debate goes, what we're going to do is we're going to focus on the main opponent first. In this case will be Earth Destroyer. And we're going to go over the backstory, the characteristics, like pretty much, the height, the abilities, everything unique about it. We'll briefly also cover Shin Godzilla, and then we'll go into the scenarios, right? So step by step, so everyone understands what's going on. So without further ado, let's begin with Earth Destroyer. So we'll start off with the backstory. Earth Destroyer is an adaptation of the original Destroyer from Godzilla vs. Destroyer in 1995. Earth Destroyer was created when plant DNA was mixed with the oxygen destroyer of all living things, right? Now, and a more badder and meaner version of Destroyer was born. Now, disclaimer, this Destroyer was created by me in my own mind. The backstory was created by me. It does not exist. So, I'm not trying to make a misleading character. If it does exist one day, that would be really cool. But at the moment, no, these are all just fantasy battles. So the height of Earth Destroyer is 422 meters tall. And the wings of Earth Destroyer, like the full wingspan, is 1,000 meters. So if you were to split it for both wings, you would have 500 meters on each side. But for the sake of the video, we're just going to go with 1,000 meters full length. So that's really, really big. Now, abilities. Now, there's quite amount of abilities that I've come up with for Earth Destroyer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go briefly skim over the abilities and then go over everything else about Earth Destroyer, and then we'll come back in deep analysis of each ability so we'll understand what's going on. I think that's pretty fair. So, abilities. Oxygen destroyer, carbon dioxide breath, shield, root destroyer, slash fire, photosynthesis blocker, immune. Okay, as I said, don't worry, we're gonna come back to these and go over one by one, like full analysis. Aggression, level of aggression is aggressive, so it's at the top level. Territorial, no. And the biome is forest. Anywhere there's plants. Okay, now that we did that, let's go over the abilities. So the Oxygen Destroyer is actually taken from the original Destroyer. It is nothing new, but there's a big spoiler if you have not seen Godzilla vs. Destroyer, preferably Burning Godzilla vs. Destroyer. So pretty much, Destroyer was created from the Oxygen Destroyer, and it's his big ability. He has a ray that consists of Oxygen Destroyer, where he shoots at Burning Godzilla or any other opponent that he's ever gonna face that we haven't ever seen. But anyways, yeah, so that's taken from the original movie. So he has the ability to shoot out Oxygen Destroyer molecules. Carbon dioxide breath. Now we know that Earth Destroyer, this isn't the original Destroyer, this is a more adaptation of the anime Destroyer, right? So he is now of a plant-based. So he does have something that's against plants, because it is ironic because Destroyer himself is a living thing, but his mojo name is Destroyer of all living things, right? It's pretty ironic. And this is the same thing, even though I try to make it ironic at least. because he is plant-based, but yet all his abilities are anti-plants, right? So he has carbon dioxide breath, as we all know. Plants do take in carbon dioxide, but too much of it is gonna kill a plant, and he has that ability to sustain too much of carbon dioxide, and it fills all with carbon. Root Destroyer. So what is this? Now, if you guessed it, you might be correct. Earth Destroyer has the abilities with a kind of molecule he can send through his wings, where he destroys all plants of living things. So yes, that is called the Root Destroyer. Now the Slash Fire is also one more thing that I've taken from the original movie, a concept. It's nothing special. It's just that he has a slash from his horn on the top of his head, right? That big horn that he has, and he can slash his opponents in half with it because it's very, very strong. And last but not least, the strongest ability that Earth Destroyer has is... Oh, actually, no. I have one more ability. We'll go over that one, and then we'll go over this one. This is a ability that's been taken from Godzilla Earth, so kind of give that Earth emphasis into it. Godzilla Earth has a shield. I said Godzilla Earth. Destroyer Earth has a shield, right? He has a shield from Godzilla Earth because he has a DNA of a plant basis. He has kind of a Godzilla input in him. But now, for the biggest ability, at least in my opinion, for Godzilla Earth, why am I saying Godzilla Earth every time? Gosh. Destroyer Earth, they're so close to each other, that's why. Anyways, Destroyer Earth is a photosynthesis blocker. Now you may be saying, whoa, hold on there. Now, first of all, if you guys don't know photosynthesis, time for a small biology lesson. Photosynthesis is the concept of plants using the sun's energy to make food for themselves, food or energy. And photosynthesis, you're saying, oh, you just told me that Earth Destroyer is a plant base, and he can block the sun's ability because he has photosynthesis blocker. Well, yeah, but I'm not done with it yet, though. So photosynthesis blocker, in parentheses, immune. So Earth Destroyer can block photosynthesis for every plant-based living organism except himself. So he is immune to it. So he will continue getting the sun's power, but nothing else will, right? Great. So that is all of Earth Destroyer's abilities. Yes, that is everything. So we can now go over this. So we can now go over Godzilla Earth really quick, and then my goodness, Godzilla Earth, it's stuck in my mind. I'm sorry, guys, but anyways, we can go over Shin Godzilla now, and let's see what happens. So Shin Godzilla is to this date the biggest and strongest live action Godzilla. As we all know, Godzilla Earth is animation. But if you're putting terms of Godzillas in all, yes, Godzilla Earth is bigger and is stronger. But for live action cases, we could put Shin Godzilla as the top at 118.6 or 9 meters tall. Abilities range from atomic breath, atomic lasers, regeneration ability, evolving seconds within years. Well, no, evolving years within seconds of time. There we go. Yeah, I mean, atomic breath, atomic lasers, the evolution process, right? And the biggest evolution for Shin Godzilla would be not only just changing forms, but a big spoiler is at the end of the movie, right? At the end of the movie, we see Shin Godzilla really creating humanoids, because he sees what he sees and he's trying to recreate. So even though Godzilla Earth is really big and really strong, I see Shin Godzilla as a more smarter Godzilla, at least organically. I think his body is so advanced genetically wise, cellular wise. Like, he can recreate whatever this thing wants. It's so amazing. Shin Godzilla is a god incarnation, so he is amazingly strong. But you know, we all know here. So Shin Godzilla, Earth Destroyer. Now let's get into the fight. What we've all been waiting for. Now the scenarios. What I like to do here is I like to put best out of 2. Some cases we do go over overtime, but we'll see if that's gonna happen here. So we like to do close range and far range battles, right? To test out their abilities. So let's begin with far range. Now far range in terms of this video, we'll go there. These two kaijus will be about 600 meters apart from each other, right? Not too far. I mean, it's pretty big. It's a pretty big gap, but not too crazy, and not too close, obviously, because it's far range. So, looking at the abilities of these two kaijus, who would take them down? So, we have to know that Earth Destroyer will be flying. He can fly, so that means that's a big disadvantage for Shin Godzilla, because he's on the ground. He's quicker. Earth Destroyer will be quicker. So Earth Destroyer has Oxygen Destroyer. Now Shin Godzilla is a living organism. He needs oxygen. So the Oxygen Destroyer is going to be weakening Shin Godzilla in almost every single way, right? He can use Oxygen Destroyer on Shin Godzilla. Next, he can also use carbon dioxide breath would be actually. It would be very effective if it was against Earth Godzilla, but we're against Shin Godzilla. So really, the carbon dioxide breath is really not too much of a hassle for Shin Godzilla, especially from far range. So we could leave that out for now. Shield, he could have. Well, no, he can't use his shield if he's using any attacking abilities, right? Any offensive. If he's defending, then yes, shield is okay, but he can't be using his shield if he's on offense. So at this moment, Earth Destroyer is offensive towards Shin Godzilla, and he cannot be using that shield at all. The Root Destroyer again would have been great for Earth Godzilla, but we could actually do one. I'll put in the polls next time. Actually, a viewer actually requested that will be the next poll. We see Space Godzilla here. We are gonna have Earth Space Godzilla as a candidate. So let's see what happens. So Root Destroyer, no. Slash Fire, yes. It's very, very strong. Can cut his abilities, his opponents in half. So the Slash Fire can hurt Shin Godzilla very, very strongly, only if it's in the back of Shin Godzilla. Shin Godzilla is pretty much immune to anything that's on the front of his body. It's just the spine. To make more sense about this is a spoiler from the movie of Shin Godzilla. The F-bombers from America, the only way they impale his skin is when they shoot those bombs into the back of his spines, right between his spines where the skin is flowing. Only there. And if Earth Destroyer can manage to get into the back of Shin Godzilla without him turning around, he can get it. Oh my god! And I also forgot to say, Shin Godzilla has the lasers from his back, which is going to be a huge detail in this right here. And the photosynthesis blocker, again, not too much of a big deal. Now, so it leads to Earth Destroyer to 2 big abilities against Shin Godzilla, right? But Shin Godzilla, again, I think will be able to defeat Earth Destroyer at a strong basis from far range, because Earth Destroyer cannot use a shield, can use the Slash Fire. The carbon dioxide breath, the Oxygen Destroyer is actually a good one as well. But for him to aim that, I think Earth Destroyer is not going to be in the air for long, because we saw Shin Godzilla, and look at this, my player's stuck right there. That's actually really funny. That's very funny. But we saw Shin Godzilla's atomic breath from the back, or the atomic lasers, and he can actually aim those, right? It's actually aimable, and he can bring down Earth Destroyer with all those 50-60 lasers focused on one opponent at a time, right? That's huge focusization right there. So he's gonna bring him down. If that's even a word, focusization. I'm coming up with random ass words, but the focus is strong, so he can bring down Earth Destroyer out of the sky onto the ground and just swoosh him. But we did say Earth Destroyer does have a shield, but we also said that Shin Godzilla does evolve, so he can definitely evolve his atomic breath into a way that can impale that shield, and I believe he can. He evolves very quickly. So the winner at the moment, so for now, it's a 1-0 lead in favor of Shin Godzilla. So let's go into the second one, which is close range. These two kaijus are face to face, right? Oxygen Destroyer from Earth Destroyer can be used. Carbon dioxide breath, not too much. Shield, no, he is offensive at the moment. Root Destroyer, no. Slash Fire, yes. Photosynthesis blocker, no. Shin Godzilla will use atomic breath, will use atomic lasers, right? From the back, from the mouth, from the tail. His shield is his skin. His skin is almost impalable. Evolution, evolving into God knows what. Maybe even mimicking Earth Destroyer. So there is no way Earth Destroyer can take down Shin Godzilla even in close range, because Shin Godzilla's abilities overpower Earth in almost every single way. So I again take Shin Godzilla as the winner of this debate video. 2-0 in favor of Shin Godzilla. Because if you think of it, even though Earth Destroyer tries to take down Shin Godzilla has all these abilities firing at him, and most of Earth Destroyer's abilities, just because he does have the plant-based DNA with those abilities, doesn't really affect Shin Godzilla. His abilities are pretty much useless against Shin, and Shin's abilities are more mythological, crazy abilities that will destroy his opponent. So Shin Godzilla will be the winner of this debate. But you don't have to agree with this. If you have a different outcome, please leave it in the comment section below. I want to hear from you guys. But most importantly, requests, guys. Next debate, other debates you guys want to see. I put them in order, so if it doesn't show up in the next poll, it will show up in a future poll. I'm getting requests here and there, so requests comes, I will put them. I listen to them, guys. Most of these are actually requests. So thank you so much for watching. Every single view means a lot to me. Again, comment, guys. I will respond. I will have a debate with you guys, even in the comment section below. I love talking with my viewers. Thank you so much for watching this video, and as always, have a great day.